Choose a partner for how they love, not how they look. Choose your partner not by how impressive their life appears from the outside, but by how deeply they improve life on the inside. It is easy to be drawn to appearances. A person with success, charm, status, ambition, or a polished lifestyle can seem like the ideal partner. From the outside, they may look like they have everything together. They may have the career, the social circle, the beautiful home, the confidence, the image. And while none of those things are wrong, they are not the foundation of a lasting relationship. Because a relationship is not built in public. It is built in private. It is built in the ordinary moments no one else sees. How they speak to you when you are struggling. How they respond when you are disappointed. How they handle conflict when emotions are high. How they treat you when life is inconvenient. That is where love reveals its true character. Anyone can look good when life is easy. It is easy to be loving during vacations, celebrations, and romantic beginnings. It is easy to seem perfect when there is no pressure. But real partnership is revealed in difficult seasons. When bills are stressful, when health issues arise, when dreams take longer than expected, when one of you feels lost, when misunderstandings happen, when life becomes less glamorous and more real. That is when you discover whether you chose a partner or just chose a lifestyle. Because money can buy comfort, but it cannot create emotional safety. Status can attract admiration, but it cannot teach loyalty. Success can open doors, but it cannot teach someone how to sit beside you in your pain. A person may provide financially and still leave you emotionally starving. And that is why care matters more than appearances. Ask deeper questions. Do they listen when something is wrong, or do they dismiss your feelings? For example, if you come home exhausted and overwhelmed, do they notice? Do they ask what is wrong? Do they make space for your emotions? Or do they make your pain feel like a burden? Real love pays attention. Do they stay when things get hard? Anyone can stay when life is fun. Character shows when life gets complicated. Imagine one partner loses a job. A shallow relationship may become full of blame, distance, or resentment. A real partner says, "We'll get through this together." That is partnership. Do they choose you even when it costs them something? Love is not proven when it is convenient. Love is proven when it requires sacrifice. Choosing you may look like defending the relationship during hard seasons, making time when they are busy, working through problems instead of walking away, being faithful not only in action, but in effort. That is care. And perhaps one of the deepest truths in this message is this. Do not only look for someone who has already made it. Look for someone who is still building, but building with you in mind. There is something powerful about growing beside someone. Building together creates a bond that appearances can never create. Maybe you start with very little. A small apartment, big dreams, tight finances, uncertain plans. But if there is respect, patience, teamwork, and love, those seasons can become some of the richest years of your life. Because shared struggle often creates deeper intimacy than shared luxury. Think of two couples. One has wealth, status, and impressive lives, but little emotional connection. They look perfect to everyone else, but feel lonely together. The other is still building. They budget carefully. They support each other's goals. They communicate. They laugh often. They carry burdens together. The second couple may have less on paper, but often has more where it matters. Because the best relationships do not make you feel impressed. They make you feel safe, seen, supported, chosen. And that is worth more than status ever could be. In the end, the right partner is not the person who has the most. It is the person who brings out the most peace in you. The person who makes hard days softer. The person who makes ordinary days meaningful. The person who makes life feel lighter, not heavier. Because love is not about finding someone who has everything. It is about finding someone whose presence makes everything feel enough. And that kind of love is not built on image. It is built on care. And care
is what lasts.